Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. So I got some temporary lights in here. Chooks and my son came over yesterday and helped me, and we got these 2x4s or whatever they are set up. Put some lights in here. One of the only complaints about this paint booth, this inflatable paint booth, is the lighting. You know, it's they only give you a spot right here for lights, and that's it. So you got to kind of rig something in the corners so you have enough light. I still don't have enough light in here. You can see the shadows, and that's really bad when you're trying to paint. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's not too bad. But it's kind of hard, you know, trying to see things, so I might have to wear my headlamp. But I'm getting these parts, sorry, I'm getting these parts wet sanded and get them ready for sealer. And like right here, I busted through, and that's the reason that you want to spray sealer on these. These are already in primer. These are in high build primer. And so I sprayed the high build on here and I wet sanded them, got all these other parts. These are all blocked, sanded, prep, ready to go. And then I'm hitting them with 600 grit right now, wet dry paper with soap and water, and getting it nice and smooth, really, really smooth. That way when I spray it, it'll be perfect. And I made sure the bodywork was dead nuts. And Damien from San Diego, one of my partners, what's up, my brother? He was asking me yesterday about these stands. We kind of quickly made these years ago, and we painted hundreds of motorcycles on these. And this one here is just a bolt that you take out and then you unbolt the fenders here. And all the Harley rear fenders are the same, so you can use this on all the rear fenders, this one on almost all the front fenders, and I have another jig that bolts to that to put the other style fenders on here. And then the tank mount that we made, or the tank jig, is just a wheel, the inner wheel on a diesel truck or whatever. And you can see that it's got like 5 different style motorcycle tank setups on it. So you could bolt all different, you know, types of motorcycle tanks on here. So Harley Davidsons, and then the Sportsters, and like all the different style Harley setups. So if you're doing custom bikes, you know, it helps. You just bolt them on there, bring them in your booth and start spraying. It makes it nice. I got to clean up all these parts, the side covers, the bags, or the bag covers, and then the bags, and get those pretty much wiped down. They're already prepped. I gotta sand the rest of this fender. I found a couple imperfections in this one. It's all dusty right now. But the rear fender also, and then I'll be spraying the base coat on this hopefully today. We'll see what happens. And the reason I was saying with the sealer though, is when you bust through the primer right here, you don't want that bare metal showing or nothing. So when I dry this off and wipe it down with Prep All, and I've had a couple people ask me about the wax and grease remover called Prep All. This is the brand I use. And it's just a wax and grease remover, so anytime in between each and every coat, I'll wipe the panels down on cars, motorcycles, or whatever that I'm painting and get them ready. That way you don't have any oil from your fingertips on there, or you know, grease, oil, or whatever from like engines or anything like that. And then we went through the bottoms of the fenders and we wiped everything, soaked these things in Prep All, got all the parts completely cleaned, and then washed with soap and water really good, so everything's like clinical clean. And then like I said, I'm just using regular Dawn dish soap. I put like 5 or 6 drips of Dawn dish soap in this size squirt bottle, and then filled it up with water, shook it up real good, and you know, you spray it down, you can see all the soap in it. And then when you're wet sanding with the wet and dry automotive sandpaper, what happens is the pores start getting clogged up if you do it dry. But having the soap and water, it brings the any of the pores that are getting filled up, the soap and water drags them out of the pores. And then that way when we put the wax and grease remover on there, it cleans them out really good. So I'm gonna get back after it. This is just a short video showing you what I was doing today. I was hoping to do some videos with a good friend of mine. If you guys get a chance, go check his channel out. It's Midnight Customs on YouTube, and I will try to put a link down below. We were trying to do a collaboration video this morning. He got one up on his channel, but I failed, couldn't figure it out, and it was being a pain in the ass. My internet's kind of giving me problems. But Midnight Customs, he's doing fabrication and he's building some cool stuff on his channel. And he's a beginner YouTuber, so I want to support him and go to his channel and make sure and sub his channel and tell him Arco sent you over there. And I appreciate it, you guys. Go check his channel out. Like I said, it's Midnight Customs, and I'll put the link down below. If you guys have any questions at all on the paint booth the paint, what kind of paints I use, primers, anything like that, sandpapers, any questions at all, leave a question down below. I'll make sure and get you guys answered. Thanks for watching. Later.